hops in the sleigh, and then sleighs tang.
Hi, I'm
Craig
from the LSTNT Podcast Network. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Sacramento Popcorn Surprise, our cinema podcast. Tonight is the next edition of Movies from Memory, with hosts
Dante
and
Art
and
Craig.
This is our special original series on which we try our best to summarize a flick that we love but haven't seen in several years. They tend to be films from the 90s to aughts. We have been known to get a little vulgar and insensitive, but it's just our sense of humor, and it all comes from a passion and love for movies. Nay, cinema. Tonight, Hollywood's classic
Christmas family comedy.
from 1990,
4.
we present
The Santa Claus.
starring
David Krumholtz.
and,
Others.
as always, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to check the bottoms of your popcorn buckets for holes. Someone might put their dick in there.
Hello, and welcome to a very special Christmas edition of Movies from Memory. I am your hostess with the mostest, Dante. With me, as always, is my colleague, cohort, and co-conspirator, Big Mac Daddy Craig.
Merry Christmas, a happy holidays to you and yours.
And today we are...
A very elegant episode tonight.
We share this space, this time, this holiday with our lovely friend. He is like a rainbow, Artemio.
Was that a rainbow or a Rambo? I'll take both. Either way, your favorite gingerbread man.
That's
Damn, he's coming out
Here I am.
hot.
He's a ginger and has a beard.
We are talking...
Stop.
We're talking the Santa Claus today.
We're talking turkey here.
We're all around the mistletoe, drinking some eggnog.
Ah.
It's getting a little,
We're all
little
under the
handsy.
mistletoe.
Art, why do you have the mistletoe as like a belt buckle right
Yeah.
now? What is that supposed to signify?
I'm just chilling.
I think
Is that like some
Good
kind
point.
of Germanic tradition to have the
Yes.
mistletoe right over
It's
your...
honestly the
Yeah.
best Germanic tradition. I can show you about it later on after the podcast.
A Germanic. That's what that movie Valkyrie is about,
It's
right?
my favorite Gregorian tradition, but, you know.
There's
whatever.
plenty-
Gregorian.
And we're going to
kind of
have...
But
traditionalist.
I digress.
I'm just a traditionalist.
Yeah, so.
We were talking...
Sue you.
What movie were we going to review?
Yeah, for this
We talked about
holiday season.
We talked about so many Christmas movies. We talked about
Yeah.
Die Hard. We talked about
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. So many poignant Christmas spirit films.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the one that we settled on, the one that we nestled into the best,
That really is chock full of Christmas spirit.
is the
Magic.
Santa Claus.
Yes.
With an E.
Because it's litigious. So it's the Santa Claus.
It
get
might
it?
be the most litigious episode we've done. Or
Honestly.
litigious movie that we've done an episode.
I took the bar just to
On which
so
we
that I
took
could
notes.
fully understand this movie.
Yeah, just for this podcast. Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Tim Burton's The Santa Claus.
That would be great. I think he did that. It was called Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, good call.
That was his
Woo!
treatment. Tim Allen, he's going to step out of the
This
limelight
is Halloween.
of home development. Home Depot. What was the name of the show?
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. That was the one.
Fuck that goddamn Bob Vila. Prick.
He just figured, you know what? I'm gonna
But
I'm
I
gonna
was just
step
trying
away.
to get that butt.
I was talking
God.
earlier, real quick. I was talking earlier about how
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Did some solo
He
projects.
did. No, well, he did some time. He was a
Oh.
major pusher in the
pusher
Escobar.
Really?
Yeah,
he knew
yeah.
Pablo
He knew
Escobar
him
personally?
Yeah.
Oh, they were
Really?
homies.
They went back
Yeah.
a long time. Yeah,
That's
but
the-
he
that's
was
the-
he actually did some time.
Was
little
he-
little mugshot.
So
right?
Was
Time was
Pablo Escobar a fan of Home Improvement?
I think he was. I think you know.
He keeps making us do that.
To be fair, I saw this in Narcos.
So
that
where was
Tim
Wilson?
Allen? Tim Allen
Wilson.
and Pablo Escobar. They were paying.
He's
these
looking
people-
over the border, but just his eyes can look over the border.
Wilson was a look. He was a coyote.
He was. Yeah, Tim Allen was paying for his friend Wilson to come across,
Oh my god.
and Pablo was a huge part of that.
Oh boy.
Jill Taylor was a sexy lady, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
Merry Christmas.
So the Santa Claus, what year do you guys think that one came out?
I'm gonna say
I'm going to have a little bit of eggnog.
Sweet Christmas. Shout out to Luke Cage.
okay. Hey, we should mention that there's a point score.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, there's
we're implementing a point score.
Yeah, there's
from
some
now on.
stakes now on this.
Finally,
Guess the
yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
We're gonna
We're
put
going to
some
stop,
behind this.
we're going to stop cutting each other's fingers off, and we're going to,
Yeah.
use some other stakes.
Yeah, that's what we were betting on before.
Yes,
but now we're going to do something else. So
Yes.
if you can guess the year right, not you, fuck you, but the three of us.
Yeah.
So there's
One of us can guess the year correctly.
guess the year and then the cast, right?
And then you also want to get, as many of the cast.
So there's going to be a fact-checking kind of thing happening.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
we like to do a little fact check.
Whatever
Yeah.
contestant is most close to the year that the film came out,
The year of our Lord. That the
he
film
or
came
she
out.
will be able to
Yeah.
pick the next film that we do. If there's some kind of tie, then it goes down to cast members.
Yeah.
And if
Right,
there's a
right.
tie after that,
Then fuck us.
Then
you don't want to see what
maybe the
happens
director.
after
We
that.
got to do director and writer if you remember. Obviously, the fucking Santa Claus.
yeah, who was
knows.
the best boy?
But like,
Well,
certainly-
after
right.
year in cast, we should just play Limp Bizkit to see. to see
Oh
who
my
gets the next-
god! All right, we'll talk about that
Oh
later.
my god!
Alright.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess for the year. I'm going to
Lance
guess
Lucas.
1995.
I'm gonna guess.
I guess if we have some doubles, then we'll go to cast. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 98.
Okay.
So between you two, I'm trying to think of
I
like
have 95.
I'm trying to
Mr.
think-
Craig has 98.
I'm trying to think of like the years, like when that movie came out and what like movies might have been coming out like
Yeah.
around it. I feel like 98 might be a little late, and I feel like 95 might be a little early. So I'm gonna go with 97.
97.
I'm gonna fucking.
I
Price
feel
is
like
right
it
you.
might be
I'm gonna
97.
Price is right. You
too.
just like
Thanks, Bob Barker.
Yeah. But yeah, because
Alrighty.
I'm thinking about like what age I was, and I was
That's
either
what I was
second
thinking,
or
too.
third grade, and I think in '97, I think I was in second grade. But I'm also a little buzzed right now, so I could be mistaken.
I remember Craig and I watching this movie in high school. You know,
Naked.
Yeah,
Could be
yeah,
naked.
yeah.
As
Kind of like
we were
towards
wont
the
to
end
do.
with the holidays, like the end of the week, they're just like, who gives a fuck? Like, let's just watch movies. And,
Yeah.
Oh, in high school.
yeah, it's kind of like it's bullshit. The paperwork that you're doing
Yeah.
for holidays. So, anyways, they threw on the Santa Claus. We were in fucking high school at this point.
Yeah.
We were watching the Santa
That's
Claus,
how amazing the movie is.
and we're just grilling it and like heckling.
Were
it.
we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Scott
You guys,
Calvin.
you guys were the old fucking the old
guard.
Muppets.
Yeah, we were the two old men.
What class was this?
I think it was a history
Was it
class or
drama?
something.
Oh, history? Yeah.
And we got in trouble.
It was
I
a
remember
free-
that
it
though,
was
that
a
the
free
class
period
was
for
just
you guys.
pissed off. It was just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? We're enjoying this beautiful Tim Allen movie, this gift that he's given the
Was
world.
that when we were out in the portables?
I would have loved
Because
it
I
if
thought
it
that
was
was
just.
a different movie. Was that Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved if it was just you guys in a portable with Miss Greenberg saying, "Okay, I have to look after you guys. It's your
Yeah.
period." Or
No,
whatever."
it
special
was.
class.
It was fucking. Wasn't it Mrs. Baker? But
Yeah.
remember, there was a girl in that
Okay.
class that was so mad at us making fun of this movie.
I've never seen
that
somebody
she
more
wanted
offended.
so
irate,
and she
like-
even like I think she even literally like was saying she wanted to like hit me for real, and I was just like,
She said,
yeah.
"You're a rude boy," and I don't
Yeah.
like that. So.
What's so funny is this is like one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
Oh, oof! I'm sorry, bro.
Damn.
Whoa,
Because yeah, we're good. We're
I
good.
wasn't expecting that reaction.
I really don't like. I don't care for the Santa Claus movies, especially when
Well,
we
really?
Especially when we
Wait,
get
the
like,
Santa Claus movies? Do you mean the
Yeah.
the
franchise?
Santa
The
Claus
franchise?
movies. Yeah, especially when they get some what's his name?
I mean, I'm just
Martin
talking about.
Short?
I'm just talking about
When
the
Martin
first
Short
one, bro.
plays like what is it like
Jack Frost.
Jack
Jack
Frost.
Frost.
Yeah,
I am
that has nothing
hard
to do with
out.
this movie, though.
I fucking. This is a hot take, but I fucking hate Martin Short.
Oh wow.
I know a lot of
Whoa.
my friends
I didn't know.
love Martin Short, but I will go on record as saying, you know what, Martin Short, I appreciate your career, but
I thought you were
did
a
not
Captain
find
Ron
a-
fan.
Yeah, but he was the worst part of the movie.
Oh my god. Wow.
So you don't. So what's your?
He played a
what's
straight
your-
man on that one,
Interesting.
which is
Yeah.
the only time that he's ever played a character like that.
You might be
Like he's always like
this.
the he's always like
I mean,
the
what is
zany.
that?
He's always like the zany like.
So what's your
So?
beef with him though?
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
just what like you
I
don't.
just don't think he's funny.
Oh, okay.
Like Jiminy
You're just
Click
not
and all that stuff. I'm
feeling
like
it?
not into it.
wow.
Um,
That is a hot take.
What about Three
But that has
Amigos?
nothing to do with the first one.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that by the third Santa Claus movie, the franchise was polluted. They were after the bucks, man. But this first
I
film,
would say,
They were after the bugs.
this is what
That's where the heart was.
I think
This was the indie of it.
I think a lot of people would say
it was a hungry screenwriter. It was
Oh
a
my
hungry
God.
director, and it was a coked out Tim Allen.
And he wanted Coke.
I think a lot of people would say that the second and third movies in this trilogy were on the naughty list.
They get a lump
And
of coal. Okay, so let's just start with this film. Tim Allen.
So we picked the year, right?
Yes, we've picked the year.
So, yeah, I don't think
Cast.
as a director or writer to speak of.
No, I can't
You know what I
think
mean?
off the top of
And,
my head.
unless Tim Allen is credited as a
This
co-writer.
is the first writing,
it's
directing.
starring, directing,
No,
film
no.
editing, cinematography, all Tim Allen.
Now, he
That's
might
my bad.
Co-write credit. Though.
I'm going to full hard dog all credits to Tim Allen and just see where that places me. It's like a Hail Mary. So
I feel that.
All the costume design
So
was
it's-
by Tim Allen's fingers.
Tim Allen
In the titular role
in the
as the
titular
Santa
role of
Claus.
Santa Claus. Also, Scott Calvin.
it's pretty spectacular.
Oh, wait. What?
Oh, come on. That gives me the tiebreaker right there. Scott Calvin.
He knows
Didn't,
the character name.
Didn't Ludacris play one of the elves?
Oh, my God.
That's one of the later
That's
ones.
Fred Claus. Never mind.
Oh, my God.
I knew the answer. I just
Please drink more eggnog.
Ludacris does? Chris Bridges?
And Chris Bridges in Fred Claus is the DJ elf.
Anyway.
I've never hated the Christmas time more
Yeah, Scott
than right
Calvin. Judge Reinhold plays his
no.
ex-wife's new husband,
now. She's a
Scott
new beau.
Calvin's. Yeah, that lady that plays the lead female role in this movie. She was in this movie. Then she works actually at the car wash 3 blocks down the road.
Oh, no.
And then other than that, I don't think
Come
she's
on,
been in
Craig.
any other movies.
Come on, bless her heart. You shouldn't
Art's looking
say
up
that.
on IMDb, I think,
Yeah.
right now and cheating. But
Art's looking at live leaks right now.
He is. He's cheating, bro.
No.
Wow.
I've never been so offended in all my days of playing movies from memory.
You guys know
really.
there's Mary Gross in this movie?
I'm trying to remember though the guy who
Look,
plays
Peter Boyle.
Barnaby or whatever, the lead. Remember Tim Allen keeps getting
it's
elf, the head elf's name wrong. It starts with a B.
Yeah, it's
Bernard.
It's
I think.
Bernard.
the
It's
elf.
that.
And it's that
Oh,
guy
David
who plays
Krumholtz?
It's
David
Krumholtz.
Krumholtz. David Krumholtz.
Yeah, I knew it. Off the top of
Krumholtz
my
in
head.
an actually good role that
Yeah,
not
oh my God.
horrible in
That
some
isn't,
way. yeah,
Racially insensitive.
I would
racially
argue,
charged.
I would argue that his best role is in Adam's Family Values. Was probably the most
do
that
think
I
that.
really liked him.
I don't like
with,
you
like
now
with
for
any
saying
with any reservation. I was
David
like, this.
Krumholtz.
But he was just in love with this
What movie
this
was
weird
that?
kid.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, that's the one where he rides down the hill and he's like, I
And
can ride a
he's-
motorcycle.
He's the comic relief. I mean, he's
And he's in. He is. He's the funny guy. Right?
yeah.
And he's in Sausage Party.
also
and he's
Judah
a
Scott.
bagel.
Jane
Very
It's on the
racially.
nose,
Yeah,
ah.
on the nose.
Jane Eastwood, Melissa King, Bradley Wentworth.
Why'd you say
I could
nose?
go on for the cast
That-
all day, guys. I know this cast like I know the back of my hand. Okay.
Oh my god,
So-
dude, get the fuck off
What are
IMDb.
we- what are we-
What
I'm
made you
reco-
do that?
All right, yeah. Flip
Just,
that puppy over.
just,
All right, we got to start with the story because I'm a little hazy on the story. So Tim Allen kills Santa Claus, right? At some point, he's a pretty shitty guy. He's a businessman
Yeah,
Oh,
or something.
I forgot that that's the plot is that Santa dies at the hands of Tim Allen.
That's
Yeah,
the clause.
Yeah, in his hands, he's choking him.
yeah.
he thinks it's
Well, it was what is it?
He thought he was
Assisted-
breaking
it
into
was
his kid's bedroom.
It was assisted autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh my god, that's how
no.
Santa died.
Yeah, Tim Allen met this gentleman on Craigslist and said, "Hey, come over. I'm
Are
going to
you-
be in a
oh
Santa
my
suit."
god.
Are you
And we'll
into
choke
white
each
and
other.
With a Christmas present bag over your head.
I'll be the
I got a
I'll be the
stocking
naked
I want to
man.
put over my face.
I've got a stocking I want to stuff.
Oh, jeez.
He just stuff your stocking.
He just
Oh my God.
Santa
It's in
just
the Craigslist personals.
Santa walks in and Tim Allen's wearing nothing but just a big bow on his groin.
Oh my god.
Come and get it, Santa.
And he
It's a
just
white
goes,
Christmas.
"What?"
All right, so he ends up
Yeah,
killing
full on
Santa.
Man Taylor. Santa
Yeah.
Claus walked in.
He was fully
his
torched.
His tool was showing.
His tool man Taylor was showing.
Al Borland's in this movie. He plays
He's a
his
cuck.
new girlfriend. He's a cuck. He was the cuck of Home
Al's
Improvement.
a fucking cuck for sure.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
so Tim Allen, he kills
Very
Santa
true.
Claus in a fit of rage.
He murders Santa Claus.
And in some weird legal way,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine to murder Santa Claus.
Oh, there's no problem there.
The only idea is that
But you
once
have to
murder
become him now.
What is that? That's like
Yeah.
a Sith rule. It's like
Dude,
the
this
rule
is
of one.
the rule
Yeah,
of
the rule-
one.
This is very Twilight Zone-esque.
Yeah.
It's very
Where you kill Santa Claus.
Scythian.
Because remember, he goes, "Oh, does this guy have any ID or what's wrong with this guy?" And the kid's like, "It's Santa, Dad."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like saying, "No, it's not." And he's like, "Does he have ID?" So he checks his pockets. He finds like a business card. Of course, it very funnily, is that a word? In a very funny way, it says Santa Claus. And like, I forget the job, but it says
From
Santa
the
Claus.
North Pole.
And then when you look close, actually, I think Bernard
Santa
shows it
Claus
later.
delivering packages to little kids.
The card
no.
itself, yeah,
Oh, I
exactly.
thought that's what it said.
The card itself is the contract, and like around the border of it in super fine print, it says like,
You have
"He
to be
who
Santa."
wears these clothes and slits the throat of Santa Claus, now
You shall
becomes
become Santa,
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
And then a bolt of lightning comes down
Yeah.
and strikes Tim Allen.
Oh my
and he can't
God.
die.
And
at
he
this
becomes
point.
So
Shazam.
every time he holds up that sack, he turns into Thor.
nutsack?
Santa Claus. He has to grab his nutsack and say it.
He grabs his nuts
Thunder!
just
Thunder!
turns to Santa
Thundersack!
Claus.
Mjolnir,
He just turns to Santa Claus and says, "Whack bag, whack bag."
whack bag, whack bag, whack bag.
So I don't remember a lot besides he
Does the meat spin for about 30 minutes.
no.
So Santa Claus
No, he
is
starts
sucking my
physically.
dick,
Yeah.
right?
Mrs. Claus is a whore.
That's right.
Well, then now.
He does start
Santa-
physically turning into
Where it's
Santa
his
Claus.
hair. He has the big beard.
The beard, the hair gets
he, like,
white.
shaves
The
his
beard
pubic hair.
grows. The
He has
beard's
white
white.
pubic hair.
The pubic hair's white.
He shaves it in one scene, right? And then like looks
His
at himself
pubes?
in the mirror again, and like it grows back within like the time frame it took him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh."
After he dries
Yeah,
it off.
hilarity ensues if you're.
And he starts, like, getting
under
fat.
9. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
And so he goes to the doctor, runs on the treadmill for
And
the,
the doctor's
doctor,
like, "You fat as
and he's
fuck,
like
honey?"
jiggling in his fat suit, and he's
like-
just like, Scott, you're really putting on the pounds, but I gotta say, your heart is great, your lungs are great, you're healthy as a horse. And then he even
Was
remember,
that a scene?
yeah, and remember,
That was good, man.
he even
Bravo.
I impersonated the
That's
doctor
very
in
good.
the Santa Claus.
I believed you for that stuff.
And
You're
then
the
he-
best character in the movie, right?
Oh my God.
So he's like, "Doc, tell me
remember
me
he goes-
straight. How many years do I got?"
He goes, "Let me take the stethoscope and listen to your heart." And he puts it up to Scott Calvin, or the Santa Claus now.
He goes,
Santa
take
Claus's
that
heart.
stethoscope and lock.
And what was that, Pink Floyd reference? And then the heartbeat, he puts him in, and you as the audience get to hear what the doctor's hearing in the stethoscope.
Is
And
it
it's-
bum bum ba-da-dum, bum bum bum?
no, it's like bum 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 bum.
Oh
bum,
my
bum,
God,
Bum,
boo!
bum. And when it does the last bum bum, Tim like makes a face. at the camera.
Wow.
That poor
Why
Santa
was this
Claus.
movie made?
Oh, it's
I would have
so
never guessed,
good.
but the Santa Claus had an irregular heartbeat, but he is obese.
Yeah, and it's a heart murmur.
Yeah, that's all it was.
It makes you think, guys. Maybe lose
He's like,
some weight.
it's not really cute, Scott. You're having a heart attack right now.
eat
You have
too much,
diabetes.
like,
Yeah.
fats, too
Salty
much bacon,
Meats and
You're gonna
cheeses
start to
and-
lose
and
your
he just
feet.
goes,
We're gonna have to amputate your feet.
So
He's just coughing up gravy.
And
oh my God,
they
so-
should have had a Jonathan Taylor Thomas cameo.
Well, he's too busy. What is it? Coming Home for Christmas.
Oh,
Hey,
shit!
shout outs.
We sing the juice. The
Rumpa-bum-bum.
He's probably gone wild though.
And Jessica Biel was in that movie with him too.
Was Jessica Biel?
Isn't it Jessica Biel? The main girl, yeah. The main girl's like, I remember it was a...
That's tight, but
Yeah. So it's Home Improvement and Seventh Heaven combining forces.
One of the only parts of this movie that I vividly remember is that there's an elf
Yeah.
that
He's a
picks a lot of those.
wisecracking elf.
A lot of those, brother.
he like picks a lock or like a handcuff thing
To like go through someone's panties or something.
with something that goes "How'd you do
Underwear
that?"
drawer.
and
Yeah.
he just looks at his hands and he goes stencil. Like, he just uses, like, a Christmas tree stencil to, like, pick the lock or something like
Oh,
that. And, like, it's like towards the end
tinsel?
of the movie. Oh, yeah, tinsel, yeah.
And he, like, uses it like a file or like a...
Yeah, but he,
to,
they're
like, grind it down.
How'd you get the gate open? He goes, oh, tinsel.
Yeah.
That's, like, the only part of this movie I remember at all.
Oh, my God. Which you were upset with, like, the continuity of the realism of magic Christmas.
When you said stencil, when he's like, "Hey elf, what the fuck did you just do?" and he just said stencil, like I thought that the elf was talking about himself, like his name is Stencil,
or he's Stencil,
almost like Station and Bill and Ted.
No,
yeah.
Bro, don't put me on that.
He just refers to himself in the third person.
I will derail this whole podcast and just talk
to Ricky Henderson or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Tim Allen eventually goes to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Right.
He hops in the sleigh, and
he slays Tang.
He just with the boy, and he just takes off.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't just what is that? Get a pause of that or.
I wasn't sure if you were resetting.
No. You're some more eggnog. All right, yeah. So he's off in the sleigh, sleighing tail. Okay, so real quick. So say you're Tim Allen at this point, right? You look like Santa Claus. Or you look like Santa. You are Santa.
Yeah. You're a Santa Claus looking ass dude.
You think you can go around town and
strutting your ass, strutting your.
Well, no, you have a sleigh, right? Or like you have a fucking sleigh.
Yeah.
You think you can? Yeah. Listen.
Not necessarily using your looks, but like using the sleigh.
Or Santa Claus.
And
just the
magic.
idea of like, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I couldn't always remember.
I have a magic sleigh.
And like, oh hey, you're Santa Claus, sure, whatever.
We can fuck in the back of the sleigh.
Yeah, I've always wanted to fuck Santa Claus.
Reach in the gift bag. I thought pull out condoms or any gift you want.
I thought that sleigh was a verb for Santa Claus in this movie and not a noun. Like he was just slaying.
Oh, nice.
And not had a sleigh. Okay, nice. That's a reach for that.
My God.
That's pretty tight.
Heyo. So when he does get to the North Pole, he's like,
what?
I'm doomed to oh no.
Oh, nailed it.
I did it poorly.
I walked into that one. He gets there and he's like, hey, you're destined to like a life of servitude now that you're the Santa Claus.
Did the elves tell him that he's terminally chill?
Oh my God. Doesn't he literally do... We were doing the...
Dante can handle it.
We were doing the... that Doesn't he literally do a... Like, ho, 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 ho. I swear.
Wow.
I think he fucking does that in this movie.
Reference?
Ho, ho, ho.
I swear to God, I'll fucking end my life if he did that. If I find out he goes...
Or it's just wishful thinking. He does do the home improvement noise at one point. Ugh. But I feel like it is like a ho-ho-ho thing.
Gross.
It'd be genius.
Like, contractually, he has to get it in there once.
He's just building his brand, man. That's all he's doing, bro.
All right, so...
You gotta respect
the
the
idiot brand that he plays in home improvement.
I'm not quite sure what happens, but it's like one of those things where... Oh, Christmas might not happen because Santa Claus, this, and this.
There's a little bit of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, do I even want to do that? Like, do I want
to
take on the mantle of Santa?
And it's his first
year. His son's the one that was like, Dad, you're fucking Santa.
Yeah.
Do it, you fucking
sack
of shit. And he goes,
Dad, you can't be a pussy anymore.
Follow your dreams.
Trick. You better fucking sack up and deliver these.
Think of all the little kids that need Christmas presents. You'd ruin Christmas for everyone around the world, Dad. What? Yeah, really, Dad, really.
Really, Dad? Yeah.
The big part of this movie that stands out for me
is Judge Reinhold.
I was going to say that. The very end.
I'm about to call
Judge Reinhold. What's his name?
Judge Reinhold?
Reinhold, thank you. Oh my God. He gets the weenie whistle in the end.
Yeah,
he's the new stepdad, So obviously you're like, who the fuck is this piece of shit? He's getting in Tim Allen's business.
What?
I forgot that he
Yeah.
gets the weenie whistle.
That's what he wanted
I'm
ever
fuck-
since he was a little boy.
Oh my
That was the
God.
main. That's an ongoing theme in the movie.
You guys-
what was
That's-
that Christmas present you always wanted but never got?
the weenie whistle.
His was the Oscar Mayer weenie
and
whistle.
he gets it, and he fucking completely drops his whole vendetta against Tim Allen.
Yeah.
And I'm literally thinking like,
No, he
you're a
didn't
grown
have
man
one.
that's like, oh my god, I got the weenie whistle.
Yeah.
I'm completely content
Exactly.
right now.
Well,
with my
yeah,
whole life.
because the whole movie, it's everybody's
That's what he-
questioning
yeah.
that he's really Santa Claus, and I
Yeah.
believe the son's like, no, he's Santa Claus. He
Oh,
told
and he
me.
gets- he-
and they're like, oh no, he's just fucking lying.
Judge
to you.
Reinhold's a
he wants
psychiatrist.
attention.
Doesn't he
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
weenie whistle because like Santa like messed up one year and thought that he was a bad kid, but
I
he was really
believe
a
it was
good
something
kid?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, as to
I'm
why
like,
he didn't.
all
get
this
it?
shit is like flashing back to me.
He made
Dude,
a.
I don't
just-
remember. Why didn't he get?
He had made-
Oh no, it's because he didn't believe.
I thought it was because he
Oh.
made Fast Times at
Oh,
Richmond
no.
High that year.
Or he didn't believe because he didn't get the whistle. But why didn't he?
He like
get the
he
whistle?
stopped believing, but then wasn't that like Tim Allen was like, "Oh, Santa made a mistake" or something like that? I don't know, bro.
remember.
I thought it was something like
Because-
that, but I remember him being like, "Fucking, I hate Santa Claus." And you're like, bro, why are you a grown adult like with this vendetta against a fictitious?
Well, he
character?
just like I can't remember the whole thing, but he talks about how when he was a little kid, his parents. I think he's a psychiatrist, and I think both his parents were.
Paging Dr.
And-
Freud.
and he talked-
He just
Oh,
kept
God.
saying, "I never got to blow
But
the
he-
weenie whistle."
He talks about how he stopped believing in Santa when he was
He just
really
gave me a look.
little. So he like never believed in him.
Yeah.
He was always like too logical, you know. But then
robot.
and then for some reason the mom always
I
wanted
forgot
that dating
and,
board
and
game. Remember?
So now that you guys brought it up, I cannot forget Reinhold's face when he gets to blow the weenie whistle.
Yeah, that's my favorite part
like
of the
he's
movie.
awestruck.
His
He like
performance.
cannot believe that his life is real.
The look, the twinkle in his eye.
Like it's like he's
So
living.
real.
Is this real life?
He's living
Are
like a
you John
lucid
Wayne?
dream
Is this
where it's
me?
like his favorite thing in the whole world.
A lucid
And it's like-
dream,
it's like this
a
little-
wet dream.
It's a wet dream.
The way
of
he like
blowing the weenie whistle was his wet dream.
blows the whistle like so
It's a
triumphantly.
Christmas miracle.
Exactly. And then the mom gets her dating game that she always wanted. And I can't remember why they
Blue?
didn't get the gifts they wanted though when they were kids. Was it because they had just stopped believing in Santa?
They were Jewish.
Because they were Jewish. Oh my god.
And with that, let's just get to the end part. Let's,
Yeah, I don't know if I
Judge Reinhold?
remember. There's there it was. So yeah, he decides to just be Santa, right? He's like gonna go with it, like
Well,
at
he's
least
like
for the
It's an
foreseeable
alternative
future.
life.
well,
lifestyle.
the thing about being Santa Claus is it's almost like a fucking sexual transmitted disease.
Oh my
where like
God.
once you get it, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, well,
Yeah, that's
I'm
like a
fucking-
Twilight Zone
like he-
episode.
Until you
You're
kill
stuck
the
with
host.
this thing.
like
yeah.
he does not
The only
have,
way you can pass it is by like dying.
he does not have a choice. He is Santa Claus.
Otherwise, he can't die, right? Until like somebody kills him.
well, he
Or
like
can he
tried,
die of old
he
age?
tried to kill himself a couple times in the movie, if I'm mistaken.
It's like that
Oh
scene
my
out of
God.
Groundhog's Day where Bill Murray's trying to kill himself all those different ways.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They decided not to keep that. in this
Exactly.
cut
Yeah.
of
Oh,
Santa
dude.
Claus.
This cut, you got to see the director's cut. The home
Recasting.
improvement cut.
Recasting Bill
Oh, it's
Murray.
perfectly cast, bro.
Recasting if it was Bill Murray
Nah.
instead of Tim Allen.
Nah,
Really?
That would have been
Nah.
so much funnier.
it wouldn't work.
Do you think so?
I think it would have been better.
Craig, if you had to decide if you could recast this one,
I wouldn't.
Who'd you go for?
Oh, if I had to recast it, Bill Murray.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I
like,
wouldn't-
if you
I
could
wouldn't.
recast.
Yeah, yeah.
oh no,
just-
if I could, I wouldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You think
I'd
it's
leave
perfectly cast?
Yeah, or at least Tim Allen.
Okay, that's
It's
interesting.
like it's tailored to him.
You're-
No pun intended. Tim Taylor. It's Tim Taylor.
You're really big in giving people second chances, even though they were running drugs for Pablo Escobar.
Yeah,
I salute
exactly.
you for your decision.
Yeah, was it?
Well, he redeemed himself
hey,
with Home
was,
Improvement.
wasn't he a drug?
did.
Wasn't he a drug pony or whatever that's called?
A mule.
Yeah, he
Drug
stuffed
mule?
shit up his ass.
Yeah, it was like in his prison wallet.
What about he was in another Christmas movie with
No,
Jamie Lee
you think,
Curtis.
you think it's Christmas because there was so much snow involved, but no.
pretty much.
Yeah.
No, Christmas with the
She-
Cranks.
Oh yeah,
Christmas with
garbage.
the Cranks, bro.
I'm not.
Check that
yeah,
out.
I don't like Coke. I just love the smell. All right.
All right.
Oh my
Let's
god.
just.
What is the snap back to reality?
Oh, there goes
gravity.
gravity.
Hi,
bisexuality?
and welcome to Sacramento Popcorn Surprise.
What'd you say? Oh, my sexuality.
Oh,
That's
my
that's like.
Some sort of male fantasy.
Oh man.
I love that whole thing.
It's
Mom
very
spaghetti.
Judge Reinholdian of you to say that.
All right, let's get an overview of the movie. We were guessing the years. Now, as we we stated before,
You know what?
the years
Or
mean something
states.
different now.
I want to read.
Oh, yeah, after you looked on IMDb.
No. I wrote down what everybody said. So
I said 94 off the
Artemio
rip.
had 1997.
Eh.
Craig had
It's
1998, and me, I had 1995. Your
So
winner? When did the movie come out? The Santa Claus?
I think he just fucking said it.
1994.
Because that's when
Wow.
I guessed.
We're
it.
going to war
That,
94.
dude, that's so
did
weird to
not
me
guess
because there's no way I was 7. Oh, I mean, us guys who do this podcast, we're all 22.
Yeah.
So whatever
Like
age I
anti-flag
was
where they
when
all
that
say they're
came out.
19.
No, yeah, exactly. Scott Aukerman does that. He says he's like 35 or 31 or something like that. But
A crisp 31.
yeah, I can't believe that I was 7 when this came out.
Yeah, that's
94?
weird
That's
to think.
crazy. But yeah, I mean, I believe you.
I don't
Just
believe you.
like, yeah, it's
I'm
wrong.
not
Wait a
willing
second.
to.
Although you did say that one movie came out in '99.
What's that, like first or second? That's first or
the
second
Tim
grade,
Burton
though.
one.
What's that?
94, that's like first or second grade, right?
It's like first grade.
I'm a dad, I should know this.
Alrighty, the cast was compiled of Tim Allen
Written,
as
directed,
the Santa
acted.
Claus, Eric Lloyd as Charlie Calvin, Judge Reinhold. What's hilarious is that somebody
Judge
was nice
Reinhold.
enough to this picture of Judge Reinhold. They put his mugshot there.
Did they really?
Yeah, there's just a picture of
His mug. Holy shit, he looks like a psycho.
his mugshot. Wendy Crewson, David Krumholtz,
Yeah, he's great.
Peter Boyle, and
Peter
Paige
Boyle?
Tamada. The overview of the film: Divorced Dad,
Peter Boyle is
The Wizard, and Young Frankenstein. He was in
no,
Taxi Driver.
in Santa Claus.
Oh, he's in Santa Claus. He's Mr. Whittle.
It's his boss.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who's like, Scott, you gotta quit eating. Like, they all order takeout for their meeting at work.
Scott, you gotta
And
quit
Scott
eating
is
ass.
downing, like, ass and downing ass salad and lots of food. And, like, Jell-O and ice cream sundaes. And, like,
His boss just leans over.
and he's in
says,
sweatpants. and
Your
shit.
breath. What's up with your breath? Have you been eating ass?
You gotta quit eating ass.
What's up with your breasts?
So the plot is as follows.
Inspired by Kanye West.
Divorced dad Scott, played by Tim Allen, has custody of his son
Same initials as Santa Claus.
Classic.
on Christmas
Mrs.
Eve
Doubtfire plot.
after he accidentally kills a man in a Santa suit.
Robin Williams could have done this, too.
After he accidentally kills a
He
man.
doesn't kill a man in a Santa suit.
I love it.
We
No,
did-
he does.
I mean,
he does.
semantics, I guess he does, but...
We talked about that.
What does he do with the body?
After
It
he
disappears, bro, into
after he
magic,
accidentally
into
kills
Christmas
a
magic.
man in a Santa suit.
Disappears into
He
Christmas
puts it back
magic.
into the sack.
That's how
with the
Rudolph's
gifts-
nose lights
with
up.
the gifts.
He stuffs the body in the gift bag.
Wait, so if
No, there is no Rudolph.
Oh,
in
hold
this.
up, let me
Wait,
finish this.
wait. I have to hypothesize. What happens? Okay, so
Uh-huh.
maybe hypothesize is not the right word, but if he kills Santa Claus,
I like it.
He doesn't go to jail.
that's fair because he's not. He's
Yeah.
an illegal alien, so obviously nobody cares. but no, I like this. That was a hard joke that I do not stand by.
That's like a lump
he
of
does.
coal. but
I wanna start
enjoyed it
clapping
thoroughly.
hella
That
hard,
was a
but,
lot of cool. Let's flip it up with a candy
No,
cane.
so like, okay, so is that supposed to be Christmas Eve or Christmas?
Well,
and he
here,
kills
here.
Santa
Let me
Claus?
just finish.
'Cause,
the
like,
run.
what
I
hap-
think it's
like-
Christmas Eve.
It's
'Cause
Christmas
but
Eve.
he
There
goes-
arose such a clatter.
Yeah.
He goes through like a hardcore like dilemma that seems like it's just like a few
existential
days.
dilemma.
Well,
Yeah,
for it
it's,
to hap-
it's Christmas night in the middle of the night. So that's what's interesting is there's a huge chunk of the globe that didn't get a delivery from Santa.
Right.
Well,
Because
yeah,
Like
it
that's
kills
like
him in the middle of
weird,
the night.
right? Like
guys, I'm sure they're going to explain it, right?
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
it
I
is
guess
the
you're-
overview.
I guess you.
After he accidentally kills a man in a Santa suit,
Yeah.
they are
Cold
magically
blood.
It's just a crime drama.
transported to the North Pole,
Yeah, of course.
On the sleigh. They
where
hop
an
in.
elf explains that Scott must take Santa's place before the next Christmas
Yeah.
arrives.
So
I
he
think
has a
that
full
does-
calendar year.
I think that does answer your question.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
not
most
everybody.
definitely. So,
got
but
their
what
guess.
happens to the kids in the meantime, the in between time?
Oh,
Well,
God.
you don't get Christmas presents in between.
Oh, that's right. They all just got cool.
Well, you don't get it
just
till
to
the
make
next Christmas.
It's just to make them to act right. That's all.
Oh, you mean like the ones he didn't like get to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume there's a.
It's
bunch
not
he
like the
didn't get
last
to,
house.
Right?
Like,
right. That's true.
So Tim Allen thinks he's dreaming.
I don't feel like they they
Why would they?
they like talk about that?
I didn't
Address
know why
that.
would
That's a big plot hole. What the fuck?
What?
Tim Allen thinks he's dreaming, but over the next several months, he gains weight and grows an impeccably white beard.
Dude.
Maybe that night at the
Caliente.
North Pole wasn't a dream after all, and maybe Scott has a lot of work to do.
And he
I heard that
starts
they call
wearing like a red jacket.
I heard that they call him the Guapo, the Guapo Blanco.
What is that?
the handsome white.
Oh my
The
god.
Guapo Blanco.
I'm
keep
trying to
making-
look for the name, or what does it say on? Here we go. Okay, this is the tagline on the poster. Scott Calvin must become Santa. No ifs or ands, just one big butt.
Oof.
No. That was the other thing I was going to say. If any of us can remember
Like
taglines,
taglines?
that'd be
a good
cool
one.
too. Or even like if you remember something about like the advertising.
Yeah, we should almost
strategy
just
of
like
it.
scrap this whole like round and just like wait.
All right, boys and girls, time for some trivia. For 1 week in November 1994, Tim Allen had the #1 movie at the box office, this movie, the #1 rated television show, Home Improvement 1991,
What season?
and the #1 New York Times bestselling book, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man.
Really?
Yes.
It's about him in prison.
Funny that you mentioned that because Tim Allen has a criminal record and Disney has a policy of hiring
What?
no ex-convicts. The exception was made for the film, though.
Wow.
The first lead role for Tim Allen.
It had to have been because of the success
Wow.
of Home Improvement, right?
Yeah. And that it's super wholesome.
Now, we were
You know,
talking about
Improvement.
a little before something that was interesting to me, like a recasting. You know, just an idea. Who you could have to play the lead. Artemio said Bill Murray. Craig said you wouldn't recast it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm looking at the trivia. The role of Scott Calvin, Santa Claus, was written with Bill Murray in mind. After reading the
Wow.
script and being offered the
Hey.
lead role, Murray
I
declined.
honestly swear to God, I did not look that up. I just
Really?
thought that it would have been tight if he was that.
Wow.
Bill Murray declined, saying he didn't think that it suited his humor.
Which is nuts
Wow.
because, like, if you look at like the punchlines that are in this movie, it's not really like that. But it's very like
Yeah.
It could be like a mix between Scrooged and Groundhog's Day.
Because I think that's
if you wrote
yes,
it the right way.
That's
you know,
true.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
kind of what I thought was that.
But-
It suited Tim Allen's humor more than Bill Murray. But I agree. If you could tweak it
Yeah.
and it'd be Bill Murray, or I was even saying like Robin Williams. I think you could tweak it that way too.
And I think Bill Murray's problem, what I imagine what it would have been, is that it's not like it's a lighthearted like it's just a family comedy.
It's just
And
not a Wes
don't-
Anderson movie.
I don't think that he would have found anything that's like really like fun to play with.
You think so?
You know what I mean?
Well,
like
Tim
with
is
Scrooge,
like
with-
Tim Allen does play like a kind of like Scrooge, like where he's kind of a prick. Like that character.
Yeah,
at
but
times, or a lot of the time, is like kind of a prick.
at the time though, I felt like that character fits a lot more into like the Home Improvement like sitcom
Yeah.
kind of family comedy. And I think that even with Scrooge, like there's a lot of like twisted shit that happens in that movie.
Yeah.
Like even though it's like
And
a
like
Christmas
at that
movie,
time for Bill.
and he was like reaching with like different things. Like he had
Yeah,
done
yeah.
that. He had done
That's
like
true.
What About Bob and stuff like that around that
Yeah,
time.
that's a great movie.
I just talked to somebody who said they hated that, and I said,
Really?
"You're a garbage human."
You know what's so great? These are like my favorite like movies or albums. It like that movie bugged the shit out of me the first time I saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah, of course.
Because you're just like, God, he's such a fucking idiot, and like
Well-
he's so annoying. Like you side with Dreyfuss, and you're just like annoyed.
My
and
thing-
then like I went back into it. Oh, this is the movie where it like annoys you, like it just drives you crazy. And like then I'm like, oh, it's brilliant. Like the now I can like watch it all the time.
So the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh, fucking Mr. Holland Sopis is a fucking dickhead the whole time."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah, well, yeah,
I watched
he
it
is,
later
he
on
is.
in my life,
Yeah.
than I did when I was like a kid or anything like that. So like when I watched it, I was like just full on Bill Murray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was already enamored at that point.
Right,
so,
right.
Like, I
so
could
you
watch
see him
anything,
as
yeah.
like you're on his side.
Yeah.
It's a little of both though. Like he is lovable and stuff, but he is like he's
Oh,
being a
neurotic,
fucking idiot.
neurotic for sure. Yeah.
And he's being like invasive kind of.
Oh
He keeps
no,
coming
most
over
definitely.
so
Doesn't
bad.
he invite himself into like a?
But
like a
Dreyfuss
family,
like freaks the
Yeah,
fuck out,
yeah.
and he's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Still talking about casting choices.
Yeah.
Originally cast choice, or no, I was just going down the next one. after Bill Murray turned it down, the part was given to Mr. Chevy Chase.
I was going to say Chris Rock.
Really?
But he ended up turning it down due to scheduling conflicts.
Fuck
so
Chevy
they were
Chase.
forced to keep the role was alive, but it was out there. Nobody had it until they finally decided on Mr. Tim Allen.
I wonder if this was like
That's
before
gross,
or
man.
after Christmas Vacation.
Ooh, this is 94. Here, I'll look that up.
Yeah,
real
Christmas
quick.
Vacation was in the 80s for sure.
Christmas Vacation.
I think it was early 90s.
Actually, do you mind looking that up?
Yeah.
Craig?
I
Okay,
mean,
and the
that's-
one last piece of trivia that I had that I thought was very interesting. An older release of the film, Tim Allen made a sarcastic remark in the movie, which included the line, 1-800-SPANK-ME. During the film's religious... During the
You were
film's...
right. 1989.
Oh, okay, so National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was...
Yeah, 1989.
1989. Okay, so there was a cut of the film. Tim Allen says, he makes a joke, 1-800-SPANK-ME. During the film's release, a woman from nearby Cleveland, Ohio, called the supposedly fictional number for her curious grandchild. It turned out to be a phone sex line. So there's an advertisement for a phone sex line in the movie.
Oh,
However, it wasn't until 1997 when Disney received complaints from parents whose children called the number and racked up huge phone bills. Did the studio take action and cut the line from future releases?
No way.
Why would they allow that? Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
why would parents allow that to happen with their kids? 1-800-SPANK-ME should
Right.
not be something that you're like, okay, I'm cool with that happening.
Why would you think-
if it's in the movie, you shouldn't be
Right.
like, yeah, that should happen. It'd be like, oh yeah, I heard that song, 1-867-5-3-0-9.
Well, yeah,
You're not gonna be like, yeah, I'll dial this and just see
especially
what happens.
when the joke is, I can't think of exactly how he uses it, but it's like the joke
For bad
isn't-
kids, right?
Exactly, it's or something like that. It's not like there's no reason to think, oh, this is has something to do with the movie or Christmas spirit.
Right.
It's like he's saying, oh, he's like making fun of someone,
Yeah.
saying you should call 1-800-SPANK-ME.
I saw
You know,
I saw an interview with
It's
Tim
a
Allen.
negative connotation.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with Tim Allen, and he said just straight up, "I don't like children.
He just
I don't like working with children.
Really?
Sometimes they would just come over and think." He said actually one of the problems with working with children is when you're dressed up as Santa Claus, they think you're Santa Claus.
Oh,
Well,
he's-
he sounds
while
like a
doing
real
the
drug
movie?
mule to me. That's so weird.
During the filming of
Yeah, well,
it?
yeah,
Or,
but you're during
how
like
often is he?
during the as they're setting up shots and things like that,
Yeah.
like he'll just show up on set and all the other extras and things will react.
That's so
to
weird
him.
because he's done like Zoom.
and
He's done
I
like a
don't-
bunch of
yeah,
like
he
kids
was-
that,
That's
it
Okay.
weirded me out. He's a what did you call him, Artemio?
drug mule, aka prison wallet, aka douchebag.
I like to say a tool.
AKA
You like him?
Tim
the
the
Santa
Tool.
Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys two questions.
Mm-hmm.
One is, what is your favorite Tim Allen movie, if there is one, and then what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I'd definitely say that this is my favorite Tim Allen movie, or it's my favorite Tim Allen flick, and my favorite Christmas movie is Goodfellas. Craig,
Yeah,
please.
I think this would definitely be my favorite Tim Allen movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's not he doesn't have like a huge
Interesting.
filmography. I
feel
know
like
what you're going to say.
I'm gonna hit you guys with one, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh fuck!"
I know which one you're going to say. I don't think I've ever seen it though. I've just seen parts
Okay,
of it.
okay. So, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
What is it? What are you gonna say?
It would be.
Oh yeah,
I'll wait for my
bad.
turn.
Man, I'm gonna fucking.
This is the first time you've been antsy. What is it? What is it? Tell me. Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go on record in saying that I hate all of the vacation movies.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't care for Chevy Chase. He's my least favorite part of Community. Too.
Do you like John Hughes stuff?
Yeah,
at all?
I do. Yeah.
For sure.
No, and I probably should have gotten so heated on you for having your favorite.
I thought this was weird.
No.
Just after we have all this mistletoe hanging up, and we're going to use it
suck dick. I mean,
after.
Oh my god!
But after the podcast, obviously.
There's mistletoe in every inch of the
So,
ceiling.
Craig,
in this
what
house.
movie do you think I'm going to say for Tim Allen?
In the French Spanish Villa. Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Jungle to Jungle. Oh shit.
Oh
You're-
shit! That's a
You're
good fucking
obligated?
movie.
Be with me? No, never mind. That's like from the most dramatic part of Jungle to Jungle.
George, that is a great movie.
Galaxy Quest is fucking phenomenal. It's got him, Sigourney Weaver, fucking Monk.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell, and one of his best
Alan
performances.
Rickman, right?
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Justin Long. Yeah, it's
Oh,
fucking
what?
superbly
Justin
cast. I forget the actor that plays Dwight, but he has like a cameo in it. So does Squeak from Basketball.
Squeak Little Bitch Scolari.
He's got a little cameo.
Check out
in it
our
too.
basketball movies from memory if you're down.
Dude,
for
shout
that.
out crossover.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? Fuck. I want to say Die Hard or something stupid like
The
that.
Nutcracker.
But oh man, I honestly didn't think about it. I was so like heavy-handed with the Tim Allen part.
No, I know what yours is gonna be. We were talking about it before.
I want to say Die Hard so hard, but
I thought you were gonna say Jingle All the Way. That's a good one.
I don't know, man. Mine might be TBD. I don't know.
Damn,
Yeah.
Christmas Story's pretty dope.
So I never got into Christmas Story. I never got into like the Vegas or the
Christmas Fake.
What about A
Christmas
Wonderful Life?
decorations.
It's a Wonderful Life. That's a good one.
Oh, you know what? Probably Scrooged. It's like
Come on, Master
It's either Scrooge or it's
why do you have all these
a
damn
Muppet Christmas
kids?
or Muppet Christmas Carol. But I love that story of like somebody
Muppet Christmas Carol.
who goes through like these different like changes. Like they see their
Yeah.
past, present, future, and like I need to I need
Muppet Christmas Carol and Scrooged.
yeah they're
are
both
two of the best.
yeah, but they're both the
versions.
same story, I guess.
Two of the best versions of Christmas Carol.
Alrighty, everybody.
And a very Brady Christmas.
Oh, that's
Great classic
That's very
movie.
true. That's
also
very
very
true.
good.
Everybody
So you guys
should
heard it
see
from us first, right? You guys heard us talk about the claws.
Yeah.
We can
Of
get into the
Santa.
logistics if you message us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is. I think this has been a very positive,
I hope
uplifting, Christmassy episode.
I think
must say
I
so.
really hope we put a little candy cane in your stocking with this episode.
It's true.
Nothing to say to that.
This is like a little extra present.
I'm Jewish, so I have nothing to do with Christmas carols.
We should do 8 episodes then for
Actually,
for
my
Hanukkah.
favorite
For every
Christmas
night.
movie is
Torah.
8 Crazy Nights.
Eee!
I'm just kidding. I'm Mexican. I don't really
You
like
don't celebrate Christmas.
All right. Well, I just
I'm a
want to
Jesuit.
say,
I don't know what that means.
everybody out there, I hope you have a very nice Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yep.
Beautiful Kwanzaa.
We hope you remember all those great Christmas times, just like we remembered the Santa Claus.
All right. Well, yeah.
This has been Movies from
tonight's
Memory.
movie.
Yeah. Whatever your religion is, hopefully you got like some humor out of this stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're just joking around. So
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
I hope you took it dead
Nothing we
serious.
said was serious, guys.
I hope you guys
Yeah.
thought that we were dead ass serious.
Yeah.
Dead ass AF.
Well, sometimes our
on every
silly sarcasm makes it seem like we're serious. So.
All right, it's been Movies from Memories. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What? Merry
Oh my god, are we here? Is this real life?
It's Santa. I think I hear. He's on the roof.
I'm gonna take a
He's going to
step.
give us gifts.
I wish I could bare ass fart on that microphone right now.